It's not marshmallows. Why y'all keep saying that?
Oh.
They mothballs.
I think that's a black rail.
They do not taste good.
I think that's black rail.
What?
You cannot eat them. Cannot.
Let him learn. Let him learn.
No, do not eat it. You heard what I said.
Let him learn. What's up, young Trini gang? Okay, so I look a mess, but who cares? Whatever. Yeah. So, as y'all can see, girl is about to get herself ready because I'm going to PR. I'm going to PR. I'm going to Puerto Rico, so you know I got to get myself right. And I just feel like y'all be paying too much money for all of the stuff that you be getting done, like wigs and individual lashes, getting your hair done. Baby, DIY. DIY at this point because you're spending too much. I'm paying $200 for what? Box braids, baby. Kiss my ass. But yeah. Other than that, I'm about to just show y'all my little process of me getting ready, how to do those certain things. So if you want to do it your little self and save you a couple little extra coin, so you can do so. I did me some knotless braids, butt length. I did a Brazilian wax on my underarms and my vaginal area, and I waxed my legs and all of that. And I also did the individual lashes, and I did a little self-care little thing, you know, gave my vaginal area a little face mask, gave my face a little face mask, scrubbed them both. You dig what I mean? You dig what I mean? But just watch the process. Just watch the process. Yeah.
Hey, Rex.
Okay, so I know y'all see Miracle Glow scrub in here. You know, sponsored by Miracle Glow, aka CEO of Miracle Glow, aka me. Me. I made it. Me, yeah. You see that herbal mask is getting into it. It's scrubbing, getting into the skin. You know, exfoliating the skin, getting all of that excess stuff off, helping me with my acne, reducing those pimples. You know, really getting into it, exfoliating that dry, dark spots. Dirty, you know, getting all of that dirt, that extra moisture, that extra oil, you know, getting into that. Look at that fresh, glowy face. Please. Come on. Get into it. Alright, so I think at this point I had already blow dried my hair. I'm pretty sure I already blow dried my hair. So how the process for my hair is going to go, don't mind those bald spots in the back of my head. Somebody here pulled out my braids, playing a little bit too much. Don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, I'm still not bald. I have a head full of hair. So yeah, talk about it. Anyways, like I was saying, how the process is going to work for me is I blow dried my hair already. I'm gonna need to straighten my hair for these knotless braids because my hair is so daggone thick. It's so daggone thick. And how I want my knotless braids to look, I want it to have that sleek lay look. I don't want my hair coming outside of the braids. I don't want it to look fuzzy. I don't want it to look old looking. I want it to be as fresh and as new as possible. So your girl blow dry her hair, and as you can see, well, if you know me, you know the type of hair that I have. This is very stretched and somewhat relaxed for my hair texture and how my hair is. I didn't tell you guys what I did do is also I did the Indian clay treatment, the hemp treatment by I'm not gonna try to say that. I'm not, because I don't even know what exactly y'all be calling it, but I see people call it the binato, yeah. That. So I did that to my hair. It actually caused my hair to be extremely soft. Extremely soft. My curls bounced the frick back. Okay, honey? So I did that, and it caused my hair to be really smooth. So I do have some really good bumpers. I put it on like heat 350. I didn't put it on too high because I didn't want my hair to be crispy. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got my roots so they can be extra straight when I put my little braids in, and then I flatten my hair so that it can be straight. So when I straighten my hair and I put my braids in, my braids ain't big and bulky, and I have to make really, really small parts. You know what I mean? So yeah, watch that little process of me getting my hair together, because yeah, get me right. You see that? Come on, you see that length, please. All right, next. So how I did my waxing is I got this hard wax can. It's called Gigi's Hard Wax. I'm gonna show you guys. Let it pop up. Bye. See, all right, cool. So I bought this from my local beauty supply store, and because I didn't have the warmer and I just bought the wax, I actually put the hard wax inside of a pot with hot, warm water boiled. How does that make sense, Mary? Hot, warm water. Hot, warm water. What the hell? Hot water in a pot, and I let it boil. I actually allow it to sit on there for about 30 minutes, back and forth, just so that it like softened the whole thing. Because what I realized with hard wax, if you don't let the full thing completely soften and you go to wax, when it applies to your skin, it's super hard. It is super hard to take off. So as you can see, I seen that I didn't have it cool enough, being as though that the appliance wasn't a smooth appliance. But because this is my first time really using Gigi's hard wax, I was just like, I'm gonna just go with the flow. It's spinning on the on my little supposed to be stick, which is really a plastic fork. It's like, twirling correctly, and it's like the right consistency, because before I was using sugar wax and it wasn't like the right consistency. So I'm like, you know what, this is just gonna have to do. So that's basically what I did. I let it sit in the pot, let it boil for about 30 minutes, let it bring it to a nice simmer, got it to be, smooth, you know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I just applied my wax. So now I'm waxing my body. So okay, let me just explain the whole waxing process. So first thing you want to do is exfoliate your skin. Before recording this video, I definitely took a shower and I exfoliated my body with my vaginal sugar scrub and my body scrub that I make through my cosmetic business. Now, with waxing, period, whatever part of your body that you waxing, you want to exfoliate well. Because one, what it does, it removes the dead skin that's already on top of the skin before waxing. And it also causes the hair to soften up and, just give it Yo, your girl is struggling with trying to say what she shouldn't say. It helps with not letting the hair, really, if you have kinky hair, it's not going to cause it to be really like coiled up. It denses it, causes it to be a lot more softer, just basically it's like a little shampooer for your hair, I guess, however you want to say it. So that is something I really definitely recommend, because it is a lot more less painful, because like I said, the hairs are a lot more softer. It causes it to really come a lot more smoother and comes out of this curls, breaks that little quinky coil, you know what I'm trying to say, gets that a little bit more relaxed. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to exfoliate your skin, and whatever area you're waxing yourself, please apply some powder. I didn't use baby powder for the simple fact Johnson & Johnson. Got too much stuff going on with health. I don't got time. So I went and got me some Summer's Eve because at the end of the day, it's going on my vagina anyways. And I just thought like that would be a lot more better for a vaginal area. Not putting it inside your vagina, outside your vagina in your body. So please apply some powder first. And then after you apply some powder, you can now get into the waxing process. Waxing for sure hurts. People ask me this all the time when I wax. 'Cause I've waxed before, buying the hard wax in itself. But waxing hurts like shit. It hurts. I'm not gonna lie. But it's totally worth it. And I feel like it's a whole mind over matter type of thing. Like, you have to be real quick with it, because if you're not quick with it, you see my face? That's what happens. If you're not quick with it, you just play with it, you let that hard wax sit. For one, it's going to be harder to take off. That's one. It may crack, and if it's cracked, then it's definitely hard to take off because it's now breaking off little pieces, and then you got to snatch little hard wax pieces that extremely hurts, like, bad. So the waxing process does hurt. What I would recommend is, sucking yourself out of it. Only allow it to sit for about 15-20 seconds, depending on how hard the wax is and what the wax look like. But I will only do that for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then rip that thing off. Rip that bad boy right off. Also, it is good to taunt your skin before ripping it off. So taunting would be something like simple as rubbing the wax. You don't want to tap the wax or smack the wax or hardly press it, because that will cause the wax to break, and also it can cause your hair to break under it, which will also be harder for the hair to come up. So taunt your skin. After you taunt your skin, rub it and just quickly snatch. And after you quickly snatch, hold it, apply pressure, and then everything should be good. And then the quicker you do it, the less the pain really hurts. It's a mind over matter thing, and the faster you do it, the faster it's going to get done. And as soon as you snatch it, the pain is over, like literally. So it's definitely worth it. It's super painful though. Super painful. Also, when you're waxing your hair, you want to pull the wax in the direction that the hair was grown. So you want to, pull it against the skin and apply it against the skin. So you apply it in the direction that the hair grows. So you apply it, downward, but you will want to pull it upward. Now, me, when I did the hard wax, I really wasn't worried about where I was pulling it. I was just worried about first of all, it was 1-2 o'clock in the morning while I was doing this. Okay, I was worried about waxing myself and taking my black behind to bed because I was tired. I just wanted to be waxed for my trip. I really didn't care. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't care at all, and it showed because I did not pull it in the way that I was supposed to. And let me tell you this now. First of all, you want to pull it in a way that it is supposed to be pulled, because you will cause irritation and bumps that will cause you a lot more dark spots. So don't be hard-headed like me and try to be all fancy with it. If you want the correct advice, pull it in the direction which the hair is god dang flown. Okay? I'm gonna get better with it, but that's what you want to do. Also, if the wax is too thin, I would also recommend doing an extra coat, because sometimes when the wax is too thin, the pieces will break off and it's harder to pull off. You want to have a thick piece to pull on so you can quickly snatch it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did do under my little chin because I be having hairs growing under there. Yes, ma'am, I do. It is what it is. But if it's too thin, apply extra wax and just wax it. And cleanups, you don't really need thick wax for cleanups, because cleanups, the hairs are really fine. They're not that thick. It's not too many of them. You just need something to clean it up. So you can do a little, I wouldn't say super thin, but like, you know, a nice little coat. You don't need nothing super all extra. You mean, let that sit and just snatch it and clean it right on up. So I just wanted to show y'all a little small clip of this. The confusing part for me was, and this is why, you know, using a pot is okay. It's not, you know, the best method to use unless you have a hot plate where you can just continually sit the wax on there so it can continually get warm. But I couldn't tell the difference if the wax was ready because it looked ready, it felt ready. But once I pulled, it was like really soft and stringy. And it was really weird because it was like, okay, I think I found the consistency, but it's like still giving me problems. It was still giving me problems. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, why is it so stringy? But I guess I would just recommend probably getting a warmer. And also to paying a lot more attention to it. And when you wax it, make sure you have time to wax. Don't just, you know, rush and do it because it may not come out how you want it to come out. Alright, y'all, see? And this is why I need a warmer, because it was starting to get really frustrating. Like, first of all, I don't know if it's too soft or if it's like, you know, not hard enough, or if it's too hard. But for one, it's stringy, then it's breaking, and then it's like it's not an easy pull up. Like, I like an easy snatch, you know. So I'm definitely gonna look into a better wax. I'll probably do the pink soft wax and let it really warm and get a nice consistency. And I'm definitely going to use a warmer. But if you're trying to quickly wax and you just need to get waxed, the pot test passed and it does work. So after waxing, as you can see, I did experience a little bleeding. That's pretty normal. You're ripping hair from the roots, so I mean that's kind of like expected. It's kind of like almost that's the whole point. But yeah, don't be too afraid of a little bit of blood. Okay, so this is the last of my underarm. Y'all, I was really going through some crucial pain. Like, that should not really hurt. It hurts. Alright, so you know what's next. And right here, I'm just scoping it out. I'm pretty sure I applied a piece already at this point, and I'm just mentally preparing myself for this snatch because it's gonna be crucial. It's gonna be crucial. So I'm pretty sure I'm counting in my head, but I didn't snatch it. I didn't snatch it, yo, because I was scared. Like, look at my face. I'm furious, and this is not fast. Real slow. Alright, girl, hurry up. People's waiting. So I'm pretty sure right here, I'm about to pull it. Okay, so that's that. I just wanted to show you how the process goes. It hurts like heck, but it's worth it. It's worth it. But I recommend getting a warmer, getting some soft wax, and do the do. Alright, bye. Next film.
Hey, Sana, look what you did. Look.
You do, hurry up.
Grab a towel from my other day. Grab a towel from my other day.
And now hi me again. Let me snap cooler video.
How about clean it up? How about clean it up? Because you did.
Oh.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, baby.
I learned not to run over and clean up that.
said marshmallows.
Gotta start cleaning up after yourself. And when you don't see there's no more juice,
Marshmallow.
they do not taste good.
I think that marshmallow.
You cannot eat them. Cannot.
Let him learn. Let him learn.
No, do not eat it. You heard what I said.
Let him learn.
20 minutes late.
I didn't know.
Marshmallow. Marshmallow.
Hmm?
Marshmallow.
You asked a lot of questions.
It's not a marshmallow, Mama.
It's not a marshmallow.
Not a marshmallow.
I'm getting y'all some cereal.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, so enough of the baby kids show. Let's get back into it. So now I'm starting off with my individual lashes. Before this video, I cleaned my face and I cleaned my lashes. Now you guys see me brushing out my lashes and separating them so that my placement can be precise. So I like to use Hold Me Down adhesive. This is by Erica J. This is her lace glue. At the time I didn't have individual lash glue. So it dries clear, is white, and it holds well. So I was like, why not use it? I've used Bold Hold for my lashes before, so I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. So I use that as the base, far as giving it a hold, like a laster hold. But because it, I'm always messing something up. But because it takes some time to dry, I did use my Beauty Blinker eyelash glue from Miracle Glow, just so that it can hold and have that tacky feel as far as the eyelash glue. So let's get started. Okay, so for me, I really enjoy doing it. And I've been getting into very much of taking care of myself, putting myself first, getting into some self-care and really like, you know, getting to my glam. So when I do my individual lashes, I just feel like I feel like it. I never took any classes or anything like that. I just started with doing it on myself and other people. So, you know, I'm not an expert at it, but I can do it. So, how I started it is I had a little mirror and I had my phone and of course the big mirror that was in front of me, which is my vanity. So basically what I do is I look under my lash first. So I lift my lash up, see where I want to place it, where I want to start. And once I start seeing like where I have gaps or I want to fill stuff in with my natural lash, that's where I start to get it going. So because I don't have a fan or anything like that yet, I lift my eye up for a minute, let it dry, probably fan it with my hand or whatever. But I won't move too much or blink my eyes too much, just so that it can dry, and I'll let it sit. And I'll keep doing that process and keep going under and applying and applying. So once I start placing it, I see how I want my eyelashes to flare. So I start looking at how I want it to sit, how I want how my, like, you know, the ends and the wings of my eyes, how I want it to flare, what direction I want it to go. And then I just start going on the other side so it's evenly placed. So you want to just make sure it's evenly placed. You're working on both sides and, you know, it's getting in what it need to do. So as you can see, I'm holding it. I don't have any fan, but I'm just holding it and letting it dry.
Okay, Riggs.
Period. Get into it. And this is the work in progress. So when I started, okay, the first time when I applied it, because I did like stop and like have to reapply and like kind of start over and take some off because they weren't placed in the right way. But as you guys can see, I start seeing how I want it to go. So I really wanted a natural whiskey look. I wanted more so of a cluster in my front interior, my outer exterior, and my middle area. So I wanted those areas to be a little bit more flamboyant and extra on the flare and length far as placement. And the middle and like, you know, between. I just wanted them to be natural, not too crazy. So that's what it's looking like far as, you know, my placement on my left eye. I believe that is. Don't mark me wrong. Whatever. But my left eye, that's my placement. And that's the look I was pretty much going for. So after I seen the structure and everything, I'm like, okay, this is what I like. I'm going to keep doing it and start adding extra. Now, if you're looking for length and you want pointers as far as length, what you want to do is you want to enter in between lashes you have already placed. So whatever you see like extra space, I will apply on there. Also, layering them on top and also adding them to like the tip of the first lash gives it an extra length. But when you do that, you just want to make sure they're filled in so you don't really see it, and make sure the glue is not bulky so they're not like patches of glue laid on top of the lashes, because yeah, we don't want none of that. So before my finishing touches that I added, this was like the final look that I was going for, like the wispy natural look I aimed to achieve. I got it, and I looked at some things that I wanted to fix, but overall I liked it. So now we getting started on that hair. That hair, girl. Oh my god, look at all that hair. Like, child, just imagine doing it. So right here I'm parting for my knotless braids. Now I'm just trying to get the parts as, you know, as symmetrical and as straight as possible. I am going to be using a few ingredients that I will show you guys to help my hair to look as, you know, slick as possible and neat as possible. So let's just hop into it. So I did go on a little snack break. I got me a Jamaican patty. Yes, sure did. Give me that beef patty, mommy. Sure did. Got me one of those. My best friend's called, so I joined the call. Yes, indeed. And they were just being nosy. They just wanted to see what I was doing. So, of course, I showed them what I was getting into, showing them my lash, and showed them let's get started on their hair. So, don't mind me talking to them. So, the first thing that I did is I took my jam and I slid it across the part. I slid it across the part so that I can repart the part again and just try to get it as straight as possible from using the jam by seam and use my finger as, you know, a little travel guide. So after I do that, I'm going to part that and then part my hair into sections and start getting the braiding. Let's start. So what I do is I take my jam and I section the braid off as if I'm starting a regular braid. So split it up into 3 pieces, cross over about 3 times before I add in the hair. So I started the braid as if I'm starting the beginning braid. Then I cross over, add the hair, and then I just keep adding until I think it's convenient for me to stop. I did realize that my head was a little bit higher than the camera, so you guys couldn't really see it as good as I thought because I didn't bring my chair all the way down. But as y'all can see how the process started, it started. Like, get into it. It started, and that's just what it is. So y'all see me getting that braid popping. It's looking voluptuous, you know, getting into it. And I'm just going to show y'all some more how I started the braids off so y'all can get a feel for the steps. But step 1, we started. Now let's start for the rest of the head. So this is the braid. This is the first braid. And I was just showing my best friends what it looked like. Tell me if I needed to fix or anything. But for my first time doing knotless, and this being my first braid, I feel like it came out pretty nice. It came out okay. So now after y'all seeing what I did, y'all just gonna see me repeat that step for the rest of my head. Yes, honey. Yes. You see me. You see me. Like, come on. Like, you see what is given. and it's giving what it was supposed to have. Yay, braids are neat. Yeah, it's giving crisp. Yeah, it's giving. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, they done. Yeah. Yes. So as you can see, the the sections, the parts aren't the straightest, but they're straight enough for me, and it looks nice. Like, I love how it looks on me. So as y'all see, I just repeated the same steps throughout my head, and I just got the part in, and I just was getting into it. And this was about, you could say, about 3 hours worth of work. So I got a lot done. Excuse me. I got a lot done for my hair. Like, usually, child, it's so thick. Y'all seen it. Usually that'll take a minute. So I was pretty proud of myself. So I'm just gonna finish my box braids, and I'm gonna just show y'all some more how I did it.
Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Okay, Riggs.
Okay, so as y'all can see, I applied the jam and I crossed it over 3 times. After I crossed over my real hair 3 times, I bring in the feeding braid, add it in between, braid it down. Do it again, add it in between, braid it down. And just keep going on with the process. Just keep going on with the process. Like, you see it. Come on. Get into it. Corley Ray, who? Please, ma'am. I took your job. You're fired. Fired. With the jam, you may experience some product buildup, which is fine. It's just grease and jam, so you can just wipe it. It'll dry on its own. And yeah, so here's the finished look. Here's the finished look. And it's giving Betty. Like, please, Miss Ma'am, it's giving Betty, Betty where? Betty who? Betty me. Betty Boop. Like, come on, mama. It's giving foreign mommy. It's giving young chalk. It's giving, yeah, I'm the baddest bitch around. Baddest bitch on the block. Purr. And I love them. I just feel like for my first time, they were very neat. And I just feel like it gave me the look that I was looking for. I got my accomplished look. It was butt length. It was beautiful. And as far as the lashes, did an awesome job. Amazing job. Placement, beautiful. Fix my lashes. They're beautiful. You can do all of this yourself. All of this yourself. My hair, I paid $10 for. My lashes, I paid $4 for. Do the math. Do the math. All right, bye. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and drop in the comment section that you would like to see more DIYs, and I will surely do those for you guys. Love y'all. Mwah, 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 mwah.